Men are relaxing as the world collapses, and you can't really blame them when you look at everything that's happening right now. It's no wonder that men are walking away from Western society, relationships in Western society, and focusing on themselves and their own happiness. You have pastors calling out men who are sitting at home playing video games, calling it an act of the Antichrist, and saying that is a generational curse. You have women who are furious that men are going into their soft guy era, saying that these men are just trying to get their licks back and these men don't want to take responsibility. At the end of the day, men are tired of the nonsense. They're realizing that it's cheaper to just get a PlayStation 5. It's cheaper to just get an Xbox One. It's cheaper to just play your Nintendo Switch or your Steam Deck, or for many of you, your N64, or some of you even will go back to Atari because you're just that terrible. It's cheaper to just play your video games and chill. And women are furious about this. Society is furious about this. This is the reason why they're now signing up men. They're passing a bill, a law to force women to register for the draft and to have both men and women automatically signed up for the draft because no one is signing up for the draft anymore. Every year, 100,000 Gen Zers refuse to sign up for the draft. This is the reality we're in right now. Okay, the levels of the military reserves are 1/10 of what it was 50 years ago. 1/10, even though the population has grown so much. And what are men doing? Men are chilling at home. Men are living their best lives. They're eating, they're sleeping, they're chilling, listening to music. They're paying off their condos. They're paying off all their mobile homes. They're paying off their homes. They're men who've had their lives destroyed after previous relationships. They are rebuilding. They are rebuilding, and they're coming back stronger than ever before. Go Zio! And it is amazing to see this, and they are not getting back into those relationships that led to their previous downfall. It's hilarious, and women are, of course, women and the Simpson and society. They're pissed off. By the way, guys, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And of course, members for the channel do get new videos early. If you'd like to learn more about that, click the join button down below this video. So yeah, I mean, it's a reality. It's a reality that a lot of people don't seem to comprehend, but that's the reality that they have to accept. Men are walking away and they are no longer going to be disposable. Women have treated these men as disposable forever. The state has treated these men as disposable forever. All right. The church is just another form of the state. Okay. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. The church, the streets lead to the church and the church leads to the streets. So stay off the church and stay off the streets. Okay, let's jump into this video because again, these pastors are furious.
To be, you were a boy and then you became a man. We created this middle gap for you young men called adolescents. I call them boys who can shave. These are guys that have a man's opportunities, but a boy's responsibilities. These are guys who keep freeloading off their mother. They're boomerang guys that keep moving back into their parents' home. These are guys who spend their 20s dating, relating, and fornicating and not worshiping and serving and giving. That's the problem. It's a whole bunch of guys who are trying to extend their childhood years as far as they can. And I'll tell you where it gets real sick. Some guys will push their childhood years all the way into their 30s, and then 10 years later in their 40s, they get a midlife crisis and go back and have their childhood revisited when they spent the majority of their adult years in childhood already.
Let's talk about men that play video games, because I know it gets kind of controversial. Ladies, if you think that you're being controlling for not wanting your men to play video games as much as he does, or if he gets upset at you because you want to spend time with him and he's choosing to play video games instead, you have a right to be upset and your feelings are valid, okay?
Let me tell y'all something. So you heard what this pastor said. You heard what this woman said. They hate the fact that men are out there living their best lives. They hate the fact that men are playing video games and chilling and being happy. They hate the fact that men have found freedom. This guy literally said that you're spending your life basically being selfish and having a long adolescence where you should be giving to others. Okay, it's not about receiving; it's about giving as a man. It's about being selfless as a man. Guys, single men have the longest lifespans right now. Single, never married men have the longest lifespans, while they found that fathers have the worst hearts. Fatherhood is a precursor to heart disease. Okay, men who are fathers are significantly more likely to develop heart disease, significantly more likely to have heart attacks, significantly more likely to have strokes. Fatherhood is not good for men, specifically, especially in Western society. It is something for men to avoid entirely. And this is a joke. Do you see how angry these men are? These pastors are angry because I told you, a pastor is just another form of pimp. Okay, a pastor is just another form of pimp, and and women in the church. That's just a church sister is just another form of evening delight, as Mayumi likes to call them. Okay, they're all working together to extract wealth and resources from the men and reallocate those resources to the church. And the church is just another form of the state. It's the same. Women have the same relationship with the church that they do with the state. Okay, the state uses women to reallocate resources from men to the state. They are getting cuts in family court. They're getting cuts in divorce court. They're getting cuts from every single thing. They're getting cuts from child support. This is the crazy reality. And a country without its men is not a country. A country without its men is a wasteland. A lot of you guys have said this in the comments. Never fight for a country that hates you. And in Western society, men are absolutely detested and resented. You're not going to see any men standing up and fighting for this. Men are, all right? The vast majority of men are not going to fight for this thing. I like this comment on men are relaxing at home as war approaches. That's a video I just dropped. Chris says, if this Gen Xer has to get off his lazy, relaxing butt to go fight again, there is going to be hell to pay. The world better get its crap together before it awakens the forgotten ones. So Gen X is a very interesting generation. They are always forgotten, and that's just how they like it. Okay, but don't wake the sleeping giant. Don't wake the sleeping giant. Let's just make it very, very clear. Okay, men are living their best lives. They're sitting at home. They're chilling. They're eating well. They're sleeping well. They're living well. They don't want your problems. They don't want stress from you. All right. They don't want stress from the rest of the world. People are out here like, oh, you just don't want any responsibilities. No, we don't want your problems. Don't bring your problems to us. Okay. We are living our best lives single. I have all of these men that write in and just let me know how they are living. And they're like, hey, Angry, I am living my best life. I have everything I need. Everything I need and most of the things that I want, or in some cases, all of the things that I want. Okay? There's a lot of these men who could buy more expensive things just because they can afford it. They don't give a damn. They're not going to spend that kind of money. Let's check out the comments on this video. Men are relaxing at home as war approaches, right? And as you can see here, this is a comment. You remember the video that we watched from this pastor that was cussing, right? There was another video he was condemning video games and calling it the Antichrist. Someone commented that pastor is in his soft guy era. He's up there preaching in his Levi's and flannel shirt about deadbeat guys. What a hypocrite! That's the pastor that you just saw. All right, they're calling them out. They're calling them out. Steve says, I had a realization about my experience with the church. I had been attempting for about a year and a half. And I noticed that whenever the topic of relationships was brought up, the pastor seemed to always criticize men and never address any wrongdoings by women. Later, I learned that women contribute the majority of the church's tithing, and it's the pastor who influenced women, especially the Black community, to seek men who earn six figures. When I couldn't afford the tithe because my car broke down and I had to use Uber until it got fixed, the pastor's wife publicly called me out in church. Bro! Holy cow. Holy cow. It became clear to me that the standards set by the church were inconsistent. They insisted that men should earn six figures to be suitable for marriage, yet they expected me to give 10% of my $50,000 salary to the church. This discrepancy made me realize that the church is teaching women that a $50,000 salary is enough for the church, but not enough for marriage. Additionally, I observed that these pastors don't want women to get married as they can easily manipulate single women. This experience made me choose to attend online church instead of physical church. So really, it's not that they don't want them to get married, but they want them to marry a 6'6" guy. Makes above six figures, at least 6 feet tall, and has a six-pack. 6'6" guy, all right? This is what the church is really about. It's about getting that bread. It's about getting that paper. All right, because the state has authority over women. The church has influence over women. Think about it very carefully. It's all about the Benjamins. Let's keep watching. So let's keep on looking at some more of these comments. Let me see here. Speaking of bad back pay, lol. I'm in paid as a millennial. I said that a lot of these dudes they're gonna come to the doors. These soldiers are gonna come to the doors, knock on the door, saying, "Hey, listen, it's time to go to war." And you're gonna be here. They're gonna because they know Gen Z is not going anywhere. Gen Z, they're gonna be sleeping and farting. When WW3 starts raging, that's why they're trying to force it, do automatic registration. They're passing this bill to register men and women into the draft automatically for the draft automatically. And when things start to pop off, and they start going around door to door to collect men, and they go to the Gen Zers, and there's only a handful of them they can even get because most of them are disqualified from even serving in the military. 77% of them can't serve because of substance abuse, mental health issues, or they're too fat. And when they go around trying to collect the remaining ones, these guys, they're not even gonna come to the door. They're gonna be inside sleeping and farting. Okay, after a long night of drinking and smoking weed, along with Fenty, crushed up Fenty, snorting crushed up Fenty. So it's not it's these good for nothings. Forget about them. Bad muffins. Forget about them. All right. Forget about them. So they're gonna come looking for the millennials, and millennials like an idiot are gonna go opening the door like, oh hey, how can I help you? Yes, son, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to serve your country. Listen, man, I'm not. I can't help you with that. All right, I'm in my late 30s now. I have a dislocated disc in my back. You know, I'm working on my disability. Right, I ask you about all that. Right, bus is here. Let's go. Bus is here. Let's go. Listen to me, sir. I'm sorry. I can't help you with. I ask you about all that. Bus is here. All right. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out once you're on the bus. No, I'm not getting on the bus. Listen, you can listen. I can. We can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. Okay. You can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. All right. And I mean, this is the kind of talk that they're going to give, try to coerce you into getting on that bus. I already said doesn't matter. I don't give a damn what the recruiter said. I don't give a damn what that bald headed man said. Bald headed stepchild in camouflage says. Do not get on the bus. All right. Let them carry you onto the damn bus, but do not get onto the bus. I don't care if they put their hands on you. That's assault. That's assault. All right. Because once they have you on that bus, and anything goes, they can say anything they want. Do not get on the bus. Don't. If best case scenario, don't even open the door. But I'll tell you, a lot of these dudes will hide. Like they'll try to hide, like knocking and try to get a hide from your ring. That's another reason why you better all need to have ring security cams, so that you can see who's exactly there. All right, dudes will come out there trying to pick you up. Wallow. Wallow Rain says, I can confirm being a single man is so much better than swimming in this ocean of crap. Oh my gosh. Pendragon says, our time to relax. Let the boss babes and woke lot sort this time. Sort it this time. Puny Money says, dang, you're actually right. Lol, I'm walking away from dating and I'm tired of playing the adult game where I work check to check. Too many bills. Too many bills. User says, if I get drafted, I'll try the Gen Z my anxiety excuse for why I can't fight. Let's check this out. Neighbor says, yeah, man, it's over for me. I'm tired of the system. I make over $100,000 a year, and I still live in a one-bedroom apartment and drive a Toyota Corolla. I told you about these dudes. My expenses are very low. I don't even buy anything new. The only subscription I have is the Game Pass on Xbox Live at $17 a month. All my other money goes to food because I don't eat trash. I eat really good cuts of meat because I'm leaning in shape. Long story short, I'm going to take out a few loans once this all falls down, and and I'm going balls to the wall. I'm going to get my money that I paid into the system right back, and then we're going to go a welfare from there. I'm tired of it. What the hell? Bro, oh my god. Yo, yeah, guys, it really sounds like this man. It really sounds like this man is planning. It sounds like this man is he has his life in order. But yeah, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, guys, this is why the state does not need to turn men into enemies. Holy cow. Dude, man, dude's planning to go take out some big loans. Big loans. All right? Convert that. So listen to me. Take out maybe a couple $100,000, 500,000, $1 million. Doesn't give a damn. Convert that into Bitcoin and gold. Tangible assets. Tangible assets. And then once all of that is taken care of, file for bankruptcy and tell everyone else to go to hell. Jesus. These men are not playing around. These men are not playing around. These men are not playing games at all. They are not playing games at all. Dude's like, I paid all of this money into Social Security. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it back one way or another. Yo. Crush Boy says, I'm not fighting for this court system. Change alimony, change child support, change divorce laws. That's the only way I'm fighting. Jesus. Y'all are really crazy. Ultimate says, I'm just going to chill off the grid. Every girl I've met has been the same. Jess says, last I heard, by percentage, wise Gen X are the vast majority of homesteaders / preppers. Well, we did earn that feral child tag, so I'm guessing it is not a good idea to show up from the government and try to get us on the bus. And try to get us on the bus. Personally, I can't / won't be a welfare king, but I would rather have all the taxes dumped to be used here. So drizzle king. Jesus. The welfare kings aren't messing around. There's a lot of men living off the state now. I have the welfare king course coming for you guys. I've been promising these courses forever. The site is done. The course site is done. All right. And the developer will be back soon to finish up the work, but the course site is done. You have the first course coming for you guys, which is going to teach you how to build build a business on YouTube. You could, with just even 1,000 subscribers, you can actually quit your job and make a really good income. You guys are you will be amazed what you can do on YouTube. And after I've been on here for 10 years roughly, so I know the tricks. It's all about data science and data analytics. It does not matter how many subscribers you have. You can make more money on YouTube as a person with 3,000 subscribers and get more views, okay? And make way more money, than someone who has 4 million views. Okay? I know it sounds absolutely insane, but the number of subscribers that you have don't matter. There's a lot of people with 4 million subscribers. You can check this guy, Boogie29988, like 4 million subscribers, and dude's barely getting 10,000 views a day. Okay? Like, this is just an example. There's a ton of these YouTubers out there that are like this right now. The number of subscribers that you have does not matter. Then you have other people, channels that are much smaller, 10,000 subscribers, and they're getting 4 million views per month. Okay? There's a lot of factors that go into this, and you're going to learn about that in the course. You're going to build your own business, build your brand. You're not only going to make money from AdSense, you're also going to make money from creating products, because that's where a lot of the big money is at too. There's a channel on YouTube that was featured recently. They had 500 subscribers. She had 500 subscribers, and she pulled in like around like almost $500,000 in a single year just from those 500 subscribers. That's why I said the number of subscribers you have don't matter. It's also the quality of your subscribers, your interaction, your engagement, the relationship that you build with these people that creates influence, that creates a relationship, that creates authority, because you gain authority on a specific subject, and as a result, that will create a brand for you that you can then market and then use to create value to other men, and that will then and by creating value, that in and of itself will then bring value back to you. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is not a joke. It's not a joke, all right? You got these haters out there. You got these haters out there. Haters. Dr. MacPow says, I am a 35-year-old millennial, and if they come to my door, I'll use Dr. Evil tactics. How about no, you crazy bastard? I mean, I'm telling you guys, like I said, no matter what the recruiter says, don't get on the bus. Do not get on the bus.
Here's some crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
These women are out here scared. Because not only do men not want to marry anymore, they don't want to date anymore. They're not going to spend that kind of money taking these foodies out, women with their foodie calls, all right, going out, oh, you got to take me to a nice restaurant. Guys, you have a lot of women in here now like saying, oh, I'm happy, because they see what's going on. Men aren't even taking women on dates anymore. You have women now like, I'm humble. I'm okay if he takes me on a free date. We could sit in the car and talk about aliens. Yeah, because brothers aren't taking, these kings aren't out here taking you all on dates anymore. These kings are at home living their best life, playing PlayStation, eating Chinese food, all right, in their comfortable PJs, enjoying themselves. They don't have time for that nonsense. They don't have time for that foolishness, all right? They don't have time for your games. Men are done with this. Men are done with that life, all right? Men are sick and tired of it. Women don't understand. It's over. They thought that they could just go back and come back whenever they feel like it. And tell men to come and serve us. I mean, just listen to that simp. Listen to that simp of a pastor. All right. And you know what's interesting about that simp? This dude is also pissed off because men are getting prenups. Check this out.
Man should get a prenup if you're going to get married. A prenup is an agreement that you and your spouse sign that protects your assets. 50% of marriages fail. It's not like planning for it to fail or thinking it's going to fail. I have life insurance, but I don't plan on dying, but I'm ready for anything. 80% of divorces are initiated by the woman. She's incentivized to leave your ass because she'll make more money. You're not going to leave because you don't want to give up half your shit. Anyone can get a prenup. Let's each leave with the shit we came with.
The dude obviously doesn't have a lot of money to split. He can't even afford a whole shirt.
You see this hater? Y'all see this hater out here? All right. You see that this is the same pastor that's been furious about men, lashing out at men for walking away, trying to throw shade. All right. Just for telling men to go and get a prenup. I told y'all. All right. Because these men walking away are starving the state and starving the church. They're starving. The state is the church is just another form of state. Okay, all right. You're taking food out of his children's mouths. Okay, it's because of your children. It's because of your actions. You men, all right, walking away while his kids. He's gonna have to struggle now to find private school money for his kids. All right. It's because if you men, why he might not be able to send his kids to the camps that they want to go to for the summer. They want to go to space camp, but space camp is expensive. Okay? and the tithes just aren't filling up the plate anymore. Y'all are not paying your tithe. You're not even in the church. You're not even in the church. Listening to bastards like Angry Guy telling you that Jesus said that the church, the actual church, is just a gathering of believers in Christ. It is not a building. It is not a religion. It's not an organization. All right. So he's furious. You're listening to people like Angry Guy, who are clearly trying to drive you towards the devil, when you're supposed to be giving and charitable and selfless. That's what God wants men to do, to be selfless, according to the Sim pastor. But guys, I love this meme. This is better than spending time with someone who doesn't love you. Look at that. This man is here drinking his beer, eating his KFC, has on his space heater. Look at the space heater on the ground. All right. Has his sides, and then has snacks, Doritos right over there. Okay. And he's watching a movie on his laptop. Got on his comfy slippers, pajamas. All right. Nice warm sweater. He is doing very, very well. All right, and let me make this very clear. That looks like an 8-piece bucket right there. An 8-piece right now. That's expensive. It doesn't matter if you're in New York or California. 8-piece will run you easily around $20 to $25 right now. All right, and then there's the beer. So this is right around $35, $35 right here. All right, in this economy, that's easily $35 worth of food right here. $35 worth of food. And, and he's enjoying himself. Now, think about it. Now, you could go out to a restaurant, waste your time with someone who doesn't even like you. All right? Spend all of your money on someone who doesn't even like you, doesn't even want to be with you, but they're hungry. And, of course, these women are out here going on saying things like, oh, men who are cheap, men who don't want to spend money on us, they give us the ick so much. I'm thinking to myself, sweetie, you give me the icks. You absolutely give me the icks.
I know that there are worse things going on in this world, but this is just one of those things that gives me the ick, to be quite honest with you, because the amount of guys that I see in the back of their girlfriend's videos while the girlfriend is like trying to do something cute, or even with the kids or whatever, and the husband is just vegged out playing video games like a child on the TV. I'm sorry. I think if you're a gamer and you guys do that as an activity together, it's different. Or if he has a set time that he says, okay, I'm going to hop on here with my friends and veg out and do this. Like, it's okay. We all need an escape, right? I'm not against that at all. What I am against is when these dudes would rather spend time on their effing video game in their own little world than face reality and do things with you.
Do things with you. All right. So when men would choose their video games over a woman, that gives them the icks, because he's not spending money on them. He's not investing his time in them, because he's walking away. And these are the men that they didn't even want in the first place. Welcome to the reality. Okay. These women will no longer have access to these men, though. Like, guys, look at what's happening. I told you the simp economy is moving overseas. These are brokies. These women are there looking, trying every means possible to bum food off men. Like, that's really what they're out here doing. They're doing everything they possibly. These women are broke. They're broke. They don't have any money. They're starving. They're hungry. They're hungry as hell.
Do you feel is a decent amount to spend on a first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me.
Audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on, no. Homegirl, be grateful that that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go, take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat, or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates, or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
I will shock it.
Now, what's very interesting is you might say, oh my gosh, she's in the Walt. The perfect woman does exist. Yeah, y'all, listen to me. These women are just changing their strategies up. All right. This woman's name is Dr. Sarah Fontenot. All right. She has all right. So evidently she has a PhD. Serial entrepreneur. This is a boss babe, speaker. All right. Actress, philanthropist, investor. Okay. Y'all are looking at the screen right now. This is her Instagram. Okay. She's trying to look all cute here. Y'all, she doesn't want no broke boy. Okay, look how she dresses. These are the women. Look at her. Look at her pictures. Let's scroll down. Look at her pictures. All right? What are those? Those look fake to me. All right? Okay? A 304 will always be look at bikini pictures. Look at this. Look at her over here. All right? Booty out with another chick tatted up. Okay? Look at these pictures. Boss babe. Okay? The writing is on the wall. Who's that right here? That's her with Shaq. Okay? She does not want you. She wants a man with bread. Look at her. She does not want you. She wants a man. Let's talk about aliens. No, let's talk about money. All right? These women are just on their hustle, but they realize dudes don't want to deal with them anymore. And when they hear that a woman is looking for a guy that wants a six-pack and six figures and all this other nonsense about dudes are avoiding them and seeing that as a red flag. So these women are just playing. They're just playing a whole different game. What they're doing is they know that when men are basically on red alert right now. So they're trying to attract as many men as they still can. That will give them the time of day by acting like they are no walls, like they are women who of value and blah blah blah. And they don't care about a man's money. Of course they care about a man's money, but they realize that now men are on high alert. Men have their defenses up, so they have to lower those defenses before they will even have a shot at getting access to that money. To that money, all right. So they pretend and they act like they're humble, but they do their best to assess the man, based on how he looks, based on what he has. They're trying to figure it out. All right. They're still assessing him because they still want that six-figure man. They still want that man who makes above six figures. That's at least 6 feet tall. That has a six-pack that can give her 6 inches. Okay. They still want that 6'6" man, but they know that men are on high alert right now. And that's why they're saying these things. Let's talk about aliens. This woman does not want Henry Cavill. All right. She wants 6'9". She wants 21 Savage. She wants 50 Cent. Those are the men that they want, but they're not going to say it outright. Look at her with a picture of Shaq, and Shaq is a good guy. All right. But I'm just giving you that example. All right. They want these very famous, very wealthy men. All right. They want these thugs, but they're not going to tell you the kinds of men that they actually want. All right. They're going to keep it on the DL. They're going to pretend and act like they're good women. In reality, they don't want you. But a lot of high value men are now avoiding them. And that's the reason why they're speaking like this. That's the reason why they're speaking like this. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos. If you want more Angry Guy videos, check out Men Walking Away. There's a link in the description of the video. Check the channel out, subscribe, enjoy the content. What do you think regarding this? Men are relaxing as the world collapses. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and Walking Away. And cheers.